Hi everyone. So today is just such an emotional day for me. There is a lot that's going on in the energies. The overall intensity is huge. I don't know if anybody follows astrology, but we're like in, kind of once in a lifetime or huge chapters closing, never again to be reopened, this kind of stuff. And in my life, I'm right on schedule. But besides all the external things, I just feel like there is so much happening on the inside for me. Like today, I came out of my yoga class, went to sit by the sea as I usually do for like just little meditation or just being in nature, and I just cried. But I mean, a kind of cathartic, insane tears that I cannot even, it's no point even looking for why. It's just, I don't need to tell another story. I just allow myself to fully surrender into whatever it is that my body needs to go through. It's clearing out all this old energy, the sadness, the kind of unexplored pain and wounds, and you know what, sometimes I remember some moments of my childhood, and I realize that whatever it is that I've inherited in my childhood, it almost had it only had a little to do with my parents. And this is something new that I'm saying, because in the last 10 years I've been like exploring, my childhood and my wounds, and, had extreme upsetness and just anger at my parents. And what I'm coming to today is this real realization that sometimes, like, I have this memory. It might be interesting to just say it. I have this memory. I am so young that I'm still in a cot, like the bed that has, that is protected by the wooden rail, I guess, so that I don't fall out. That's how young I am. And I remember I wake up what looks like from a late nap, because it was kind of evening, but I was waking up from a nap. And my parents have this huge gift for me. There is a box with a gift. And I'm not appreciating the gift, and I'm just super cranky, and I'm just crying. And I even remember how perplexed my parents were. And you know what? Maybe I am even confusing all the memories, and maybe it's not even important exactly what happened. But what I'm also noticing, because I've thought so much about all this stuff, I'm also noticing that my children carry wounds and issues that have nothing to do with the life they led with me. That's just the truth. Each one of my 3 children has come here with a specific character, with specific set of, wounds and energies and experiences and, character traits and proclivities and gifts. And I only had to do quite little. I mean, or rather, I was doing the same thing for all 3 of them, more or less. They were very close in age. And so I was, all 3 of them were sitting at the table when I was presiding and telling them my stories and feeding them my food and all that stuff. And yet each one of them is so different, and each one of them has such a different relationship with me. And each one of them, now that they're young adults, I see has anxiety, never mind my cat, has anxiety and trauma and wounding that is not from our life necessarily. I mean, certainly I contributed to their, wounding, as all parents invariably do, because we're human, we're imperfect, and I had no idea of any of this stuff then. But it's just that they already came to me with their specific blueprint, just like I came to my parents already with my specific blueprint. So I guess I'm just, for me, this huge chapter of looking back and looking at my childhood and looking within, which, that the looking within will probably never be over, but just that I'm kind of like making peace at this moment as I'm voicing it. Having had a really, really, really good cry this morning, I'm just kind of coming to peace with all that, realizing that I don't control much. I am just here to play my role in the grand scheme of things. And life is just ushering me, whether I'm kicking and screaming or voluntarily going along. But life is just ushering me in the direction for which I was born. That's basically what's going on. And the fact that, I started at 50 and not at 30 something is also preordained somehow, because I needed to go through what I went through until I became 50 in order to get to the point where I finally was ready to start putting things out there. So yeah, this is, I guess, a message to anyone who is going through similar things. You're not crazy. You're not alone. I know I'm not alone in all this. And, we're right at the frontier of the new paradigm. The old paradigm is just dying. It's now in agony at, having its last breaths. And so all the limiting beliefs about ourselves, about life, about reality are all invited to be released now. And, we're here to step into the new paradigm. And I'm feeling all that I'm saying on like a cellular level. Like I'm actually all day feeling very weird and kind of lightheaded, and it's like 7:30 p.m. and I'm going to go to bed after this. Maybe not sleep right away, but I just feel like I just need to let my body adjust to the new, whatever it is, frequency, expansion, alignment. It's happening. And I can't believe I'm saying it all like this, but this is what I'm going through, just documenting exactly what's going on. All right, everyone, see you tomorrow. Let me know if anyone understands what I'm talking about. I'm very curious.